Hey there, quick question. When you look around your space right now, do you feel a sense of calm? Or are you mentally calculating how long it would take to move the mountain of stuff before you could even see your desk? If your answer is the latter, you are not alone. Visual clutter doesn't just mess with your space, it messes with your mind. Here's a fun fact. We have an old saying in China, 眼不见心不烦, which means out of sight, out of mind. If what we see impacts how we feel, then a cluttered space is like a permanent stress factory. For me, I reached my breaking point when I realized my life was about 80% stuff and 20% actually living space. So I took the plunge into minimalism. And let me tell you, the second I reduced my visual clutter, it felt like I could breathe for the first time in ages. Today, I'm sharing 8 tried and true ways to cut visual clutter, simplify your life, and yes, reduce the endless anxiety loop. Let's dive in. The first part is ditch the unnecessary decor, especially on your desk. Let's be real, most of us love a good decorative item or two, or maybe 15. The truth is, they're draining your energy, even if you don't realize it. Every item you have is in some way asking for your attention. Now, if you're a natural at arranging decor, go ahead and get artsy. But for the rest of us, it's worth asking, are those knickknacks really adding value? Or are they just there, gathering dust and reminding you that you should be cleaning more? For example, I used to have what I thought were cool desk decoration, a tiny globe, a fake plant, and a candle that somehow never got lit. Now, my rule is to not buy decor unless it has a purpose or true sentimental value. Guess what? I don't miss them at all. By getting rid of unnecessary decor, I feel more focused, and cleaning my desk takes half the time. Every time I sit down, it's like my desk is saying, let's walk, instead of good luck finding space to walk. Part 2 is contain what you need. Use boxes to your advantage. If you're someone who loves having a few go-to accessories like earrings or watches, don't just toss them around the room. Keep them contained. Think small boxes, trees, or even a single decorative bowl. It will make a massive difference in how organized and clutter-free the space looks. For instance, I used to leave my rings and bracelets scattered around, making my nightstand look like a mini jewelry shop gone rogue. Now I keep them in one small closed box. When I want something, I know exactly where it is, and everything stays dust-free. So grouping items together in a box keeps them from spreading out and visually cluttering up the space. Plus, it saves me from the daily "where did I leave my earrings" game. It's a game changer. Part 3 is heart it all away. Drawers, cabinets, and closets are your friends. So out of sight, out of mind, remember? This is where drawers, cabinets, and closets come to the rescue. So if you don't see the stuff, your mind feels clearer, and you are left with a calming open space. Let's talk closets for a second. If your clothes are all jumped up, it can feel like an avalanche waiting to happen. I found that compartmentalized storage keeps things tidy and keeps me sane, whether it's boxes, bins, or hanging organizers. This hack keeps the stuff you need without it taking over your space. And there's no better feeling than opening a closet door to find everything exactly where they should be. Part 4 is leave some space empty. Inspired by the art of Liubai, in traditional Chinese art and culture, there's a concept called Liubai, or living blank. It's about the beauty of emptiness and the power of what's not there. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about balance, intention, and allowing space for the mind to wander. Here's the idea. You don't have to fill every nook and cranny of your home. Empty spaces are not wasted. They're deliberate, like blank walls or unused corners. They invite peace and reflection. Take my living room, for example. It used to be packed with shelves holding books, souvenirs, and knickknacks. But now, I've embraced the Liubai by removing most of the clutter and pared down to just a single, meaningful shelf, leaving the surrounding walls most bare. The result in my room feels like it can finally breathe. It's lighter, calmer, and more inviting. I no longer feel the need to fill every inch of space. Instead of asking, what else can I put there? I've started appreciating the serenity of nothingness. So Liu Bai teaches us that emptiness isn't emptiness at all. It's potential. It's space for calm, creativity, and mindfulness to grow. So next time you're tempted to fill that blank spot, consider letting it stay empty. You might just find the piece you didn't know you needed. Part 5 is keep your kitchen counter as clean as possible. When it comes to reducing clutter, the kitchen is the final frontier. My rule is only 2 items can live on the counter at any time. Right now, it's my blender and electric kettle, 2 things I use daily. Initially, I thought I'd miss the convenience of having everything out. But it turns out I actually prefer having a clear workspace. Less to clean, less to organize, and more room to move around. Keeping my counters clean means I actually want to be in the kitchen, and I don't have to worry about maneuvering around a lineup of appliances just to make breakfast. It's so much easier to keep the space tidy. Part 6. You don't need as much furniture as you think. This one might surprise you, but less is more when it comes to furniture. Do you really need a coffee table, 2 side tables, and 3 bookshelves? I used to have a coffee table that quickly became a catch-all for meals, kids, and basically everything else. Getting rid of it and going without a table in the center of the living room actually created more working space and made the room feel so much bigger. Without that extra table, I now have a place to do yoga, and there's a lot less clutter gathering dust. Every time I walk into the living room, it feels open and airy, so freeing. Part 7, and each day with an empty sink. This might seem small, but it's honestly life-changing. Making sure the sink is empty and the counters are clean each night feels like setting up a little gift for yourself in the morning. Imagine starting your day by walking into a fresh, clean kitchen. It's a small but powerful way to feel organized and energized, right? I used to fall in the classic, oh, well, I will do it tomorrow trap. After dinner, I'd think, oh, why not wait till tomorrow to wash this? Maybe I will even add lunch dishes in there too. But by evening, I will be tired, or maybe I ordered takeout and forgotten about the pile in the sink. The next morning, I will be greeted by dirty dishes and regret. Trust me, this is not the way to start your day. Then I read about the bacteria that builds up on dishes left overnight. And it was all the motivation I needed to get serious about cleaning up. Now I make it a point to wash dishes right after I use them, even if it's just a coffee mug. And if there's a lot, I load up the dishwasher before bed. Waking up to a spotless kitchen counter is such a relief, and it only takes a few minutes. Part 8. Stop buying things you don't need. Seriously. I know, it's tempting. There's always something new out there, right? But every time you bring a new item into your home, it just adds to the visual clutter. And before you know it, your space feels crowded, even though you haven't really added much to it. I used to buy things on impulse, convinced that, well, I will find a use for this eventually. Spoiler alert, I never did. That cute little trinket, it sat on my shelf, gathering dust and taking up space. The fancy kitchen gadget, well, used once, maybe twice, then just shoved into a drawer, never be seen again. So when I stopped buying unnecessary stuff, something incredible happened. My space felt lighter. I wasn't constantly rearranging things, trying to make room for new items. My home felt more peaceful and organized, and I wasn't constantly surrounded by things that didn't serve a real purpose. It's not just about physical clutter either. Every item you buy adds to the mental clutter of your life. You have to deal with the packaging, right? The storage, and the guilt of not using it. So by cutting out unnecessary purchases, I've freed up both my space and my mind. Now I ask myself before buying something, do I really need this? Will this add value to my life? Or is this just another impulse buy? If the answer is no, I just walk away. It's a small habit that made a huge difference. And the best part is my wallet is happier too. No more unnecessary spending on things I don't use. And instead of filling my home with things that will eventually become clutter, I've started investing in experiences like memories and quality items that truly bring joy. I mean, by stopping unnecessary purchases, I've simplified my life and made my home feel calmer. I've learned that having less truly means having more peace, more clarity, and more space to breathe. It's the ultimate way to declutter, and honestly, it's been a game changer for my mental and physical space. So there you have it, 8 simple yet powerful tips to reduce visual clutter and create a more organized, stress-free space. Remember, it's not just about tidying up. It's about creating a peaceful environment that helps clear your mind and boost your productivity. Start small, make those changes, and watch how your space and, of course, your mood transforms. If you find these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more organizing hacks, and leave a comment below sharing your favorite tip or how you plan to tackle clutter in your own space. Until next time, keep it simple and keep it clutter-free. Bye!